I'll cook a brisket and it'll be amazing and done, like complete in 9 hours. Yeah, I know, right? Crazy. You're supposed to cook barbecue, you're supposed to barbecue brisket for 140 hours, 2 weeks and 3 days. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. You really don't have to. There's ways to do it that I'm gonna show you how. And the first thing that we wanna do with a brisket, my philosophy on meat is that it should taste like it. It should taste like meat. It should taste like brisket. I'm saying that because a lot of guys like to inject their meat. I'm not with that. I mean, I'll use some different flavorings at the end to enhance the flavor of some sort, but I don't inject my meat. One of the reasons why I don't is because you don't get a good even flow of injection. If you inject your brisket right here, right, it's gonna get a little pocket. It's not like little freeways or little lanes that you can inject and then it just goes all through the meat. No, you're gonna have a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here. I don't inject. I want brisket to taste like brisket. Barbecue Daddy, what kind of style of barbecue you do? It's called my own. It's my own. I didn't learn how to do things the wrong way. Or even I just kind of fumbled my way to the right way, or at least the way that tastes good to me and to my customers. Because I didn't know what was good or what not. My first brisket was terrible, I thought. But the customers like it. All right, here we go. Let's get to this beef brisket. You don't ever want to put meat on the grill or on your smoker cold. All right, you want to have it at a good, not necessarily room temperature because you don't want it to sit out for so long, but you want to have it not very cold. There's a noise in the background. That's my son. He's 9. He just had a birthday yesterday, and he's special needs, so he makes noises. That's kind of how he communicates with himself and whatever. So the key thing to getting a good brisket, because a lot of people you can season it however you want. You can inject, it's not wrong. You can season it a different way, it's not wrong. You can do whatever you want to make a seasoning. But if your burnt ends are burnt, if your burnt ends are burnt, then you're jacked, because they're not supposed to be burnt. They're supposed to have a good bark over top of it, which is still nice and crispy on the outside, or barky on the outside, and good and tender on the inside. The one way that is wrong, how you can mess up a brisket, is if you take it out too early, if you take it out before it hits the right temperature. Here's the thing that I use for the glue, which is the stuff that I use to hold the seasoning on. Some people use mustard. Yeah. Sorry to you guys who use mustard. Sorry, but I don't like it. No. Because I wouldn't put mustard over top of my food if I'm not. I just don't use mustard. But what I do use is barbecue sauce. And what are some good ones? It doesn't matter. Find one that you like and use it. And then just spread it right over top. Right? Just like that. All right, now, this is just like people who use mustard. And the reason why a lot of people use mustard or whatever, because it's got vinegar in it, it helps tenderize it. I just don't like it. Is that there's sugar in here, molasses or some type of brown sugar a lot of times in barbecue sauces. And when you cook your meat hot and fast, it helps caramelize that top layer, which gives you a good bark. Here we go. So now, check this out. Now we got that. Now anything that I put on there is gonna stick. All I use is regular old pepper and seasoning salt. Put on your thicker granules first. I like a good heavy layer of pepper. A good heavy layer of pepper. Because check this out. The pepper creates a nice good bark. Nice good bark. Once it gets ready to come out. I'm gonna show y'all later. Here we go. And this here, seasoning salt. Now, this seasoning salt is gonna permeate through this meat. This means it's gonna like soak through. Now, it's a lot. How much seasoning salt you put on that barbecue Daddy? Basically until it's all orange. That's what I do. I put it on until it's all the way orange. All right, so here we go. Let me see, can you see that? Can you see this? Can you see this brisket? Hold it up. Look at that. There we go. There we go. It's a brisket. This brisket is about 12 pounds. I'll probably make this for about 20 people. Now, here's another thing that some of you barbecue cats do that that you gonna mess with me about. Some of y'all like to take time and trim the meat and cut off all the barbecue. Cut off all the fat. Cut off all the fat. Let me get in here and cut off all the fat. I'm gonna trim this, trim. Stop it already. The fat is where the flavor is, doggone it. Stop cutting it all off. Leave that on there so it can get inside the meat. Just like this seasoning. It's gonna get inside the meat. That fat in there. Now after it's finished, you don't have to eat it. But stop cutting it off. Or you can continue to do what you want to do, because I ain't talking to you because you probably not watching this anyway. Listen here, regular people, don't cut the fat off your brisket. Leave it on there, all right? If you don't want to eat it after, you don't have to, and that's fine. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is take this over to my smoker. Now I'm gonna pause for a minute. Well, when I come back, I'm gonna be outside, all right? See you in like 1 second. It's gonna be like 4 minutes for me, but you won't realize because you're gonna come back when I get done. All right, so now we gotta load the smoker. This is a smoker. All right, check this out. There's no charcoal that you put under here. Come over here, let me show you. There's no charcoal that you put under here. This is just completely open. All right? This is my heat source. Now there's the way that I do this here is real simple. I always use Kingsford, but I've tried other stuff. It just Kingsford just does it for me. They last longer, they light quicker, it burns cleaner. Get the most effective way and get the most out of your smoker. Is load from the back. Here, come down in here. You see, this is dirty because I use it all the time. But load from the back. So come right in here. Don't expect to not get dirty. I'm gonna do this for a little bit. But now push it all the way back, because what happens is you just load it from the front. If you just load it and don't load the back, you'll miss all of that space right there. You miss all that space. Hands are gonna be dirty. They just are. So you don't want your hands to get dirty. Have your kids do it, or don't smoke a brisket, or call me and I'll make one for you. But load the back part. Load the back part all the way towards the back first, and that way you can get the whole bag in there. And if you can't get the whole bag, which this is about a 20 pound bag, you didn't load good enough. If you want to get as much cook time as you can, the more charcoal you have on here, the longer it'll smoke. All right, check this out. One thing I do like to use is what's called a tumbler. Just use one of these here. There's tumblers. You can get them in the back of Walmart or most barbecue spots. Now, what this is here, it lights really good. All right. Fire! All right. Now the way you adjust, if you don't know, the way you adjust your your smoke and your heat is what I like to do, because I cook hot and fast. I'm gonna open this up all the way because I want to get as much air in it as possible. This thing is probably gonna get up to about 375, almost 400 for a little while. But when you get that from the very beginning, it's going to get really hot and it's going to give me a nice bark on the top, because it's almost going to burn it just for a bit. Then it'll cook from the inside. It should be done in about 6 hours. Every grill won't be about 6 hours. You still have to come and check it. But you don't need much more than 6 hours to smoke. Check this out. Your brisket is going to stop taking smoke at right about 150 degrees anyways. So what we're going to do is we're going to let that burn. And then how do you know when it's finished? Well, the flame will stop, and then you get a nice golden look on top of that within that charcoal. And once that charcoal starts to light, when it starts to get its own heat, then we'll be good to close it, throw the brisket on, and go grab a beer. Look at this. Check this out right over here. You see the flare is gone, the charcoal is lit, and it's ready to go. All I'm going to do here now is close it. I'm going to make sure this is all the way open, and then there's a vent right down here on the side. Check this vent out right over here. That's all the way open. I want my vents to be all the way open because I want my brisket to smoke what they like to call hot and fast. Here we go. Now, when you put your brisket on, some of you know this already, but this is called the point, all right? This is the part of the brisket that comes to a point. This is the fatty end or the moist end, the point. Now, when you're asking for brisket, don't ask for the point, ask for fatty or moist. This here on this end is called the flat. Now, when you're asking for brisket, you don't ask for the flat, just ask for the lean. All right, just basically just has more fat on this end, and this is leaner on this side. And I'm telling you this because when you load your when you load your brisket, you want to load with the fat end towards the heat, because this end is where you get your burnt ends. All right, and so because it's going to be hotter, it's going to burn those ends a little bit more. Because it's got a lot of fat content within it, it means it's not going to burn as easy. Here we go. Now we're going to load this in here. Just like that. Come and get a good piece of that. Just like that there. All right? Heat, point, flat. Your heat is going to be going right over top of there. Now you say, BBQ Daddy, but where is your smoke?